Hello everybody, my name is Queen Choma. I'm a motivational speaker, success coach and a singer, and I'm here today to talk to you about how you can achieve your goals, dreams and aspirations in 2010. Now, to begin with, what I want you to do is to get a pen and paper, and I want you to try out an activity that I tried out that I think was very useful and that can be very useful for you this year. I was thinking about how I could make new goals, new dreams, new aspirations. What do I really want to achieve this 2010 and so on and so forth. And I was looking through the internet. I came across the website and the person on the website discussed how you can get a pen and paper, write down 100 things that you want to achieve, make it as, as big as possible, small as possible. It could be anything. It could be, for example, I want to learn to cook, I want to learn to bake a cake, I want to learn to sing, I want to do an album, I want to run a marathon, whatever it is. Write down everything you can think of within 20 minutes. Okay, so write that down, and then once you've written down all those things in 20 minutes, you've got to time yourself as well. Time yourself, write all the things down, and then what happens is, basically, when you get towards maybe about 5-10 minutes, you'll start to realise that what else is there to write? I wrote down a list, and the list was, had so many things on it that I really wanted, but then eventually I started to think, what else is there? There isn't anything else I want. There's nothing else I can think of, but I still needed to get to 100. So I was writing down more and more and more. I wrote down, I want to have my own dictionary, which is not true, but that's, you have to just think of anything to fill the page, to fill that 100 spots. So basically, what I'm trying to say to you is that when you do this, when you get to 20 minutes, just stop. And then leave that paper for the day. Don't look at it, just leave it for the day. And then you go back to it another time. View your list and find out what's on the list. What kind of things have you wrote? What kinds of things did you write down on that paper? Did you write down that you want to start writing a book? Did you write down that you want to learn to play an instrument? Did you write down you want to learn how to speak a language? Maybe you want to learn to drive. Pick out 3 top things on that list, and I think that you should make it an aspiration for 2010 to start working on those 3 areas out of that big list. 3 areas. Maybe one area is so big that it could change everything. Maybe, for example, your aspiration is to move to a new country, so maybe you could make it your aspiration or your goal to save up as much money as possible so that you can, by next year, you can move to a different country. Or maybe your goal is to move to a different country, so therefore you'll need to do lots of research, buy books on the country that you would like to live in, do lots of research, speak to people about what they did, how they were able to move to another country, and so on and so forth. So, be creative, be outlandish when you're writing down the things that you want to achieve. Be determined. You've got to be committed to success. If you want to achieve a goal, a dream or an aspiration in 2010 and in your life as well, you've got to be ambitious, you've got to be determined, you've got to work hard, you've got to plan effectively. You can't just have a goal and have no plan. Write down the steps of what you've got to do to achieve the goal as well. So make a plan. And also, you've got to let go of the past. What things are holding you back? Maybe it could be negative friends or negative thoughts that you keep thinking. It could be that you're reading too much of the news, or watching too much of the news and newspapers, or maybe you spend too much time watching too many negative films or horror films or something that's not helping you. It's actually just making you afraid and making you think too much negative thoughts. If you want to be successful and you want to achieve your goals, dreams and aspirations, you have to be dedicated. You have to weed out the bad things, uproot the negative and the bitterness and let go of past resentments, past hurts and so on and so forth, because your future has no place in it for the negatives of the past. Maybe you need to let go of a disappointment, but have the attitude that something bigger and better is in the future. If something bad happened in the past, something better will come along in the future. One thing I always like to say is that every rejection is one step closer to acceptance. So if you've been rejected by a person, you were rejected in your job, you were rejected when you tried to go for a promotion, or maybe you were rejected when you tried to step out and do something good and it didn't work out, just know that every rejection is one step closer to acceptance. Think about Alexandra Burke when she was competing for X Factor. She went for X Factor the first time and she was rejected. She got to the Nene got to the finals. No, Nene got to the stage where she was about to go onto the live show, but she never got through. But in 2008, what happened? She came back to X Factor. She was determined to try again. She brushed off the the past disappointment of her failing. She never said to herself, I'm never going to go on that X Factor again. She just made sure she was more determined, and she worked harder, and she won the whole of X Factor 2008. So what I'm trying to say to you is that just because you failed in the past does not mean you're going to fail in the future. It just means work harder, be more determined, be patient. If you really want your dream, if you really want your goal, if you really want this aspiration to come to reality, then never give up, because it can happen to you if you choose to believe and keep working hard and keep trusting and knowing that something good is going to come your way. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed my video and you want some coaching on success, or you want to know how to achieve your goals, dreams and aspirations, don't hesitate to call me. Don't hesitate to contact me. I've left my details on the screen, and I hope to hear from you very soon. Wishing you a prosperous 2010. Go out there and achieve your goals, dreams and aspirations. Take care. Bye.